Good evening and welcome to Rothstein Park here in Chicago, Illinois for this evening's game between the Philadelphia Brown Trousers and home side, the Chicago Gindrinkers. At this time, we introduce the starting lineup in batting order for the visiting Philadelphia Brown Trousers. Batting first, the second baseman, number 12, Pickles Dillhoffel. Batting second, the left fielder, number 2, Murky Goodbar. Batting third, the center fielder, number 48, Greep Barlow. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 29, Gauze Blacksmith. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 17, Chunk Dimwitty. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 16, Chunky Junkets. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 9, Manuel Crump. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 15, Rash Dealer. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 59, Zank Spurgeon. And let's give a good welcome to the home side, the Chicago Gindrinkers. The right fielder, number 22, Joe Nelly. The left fielder, number 16, Molly McMullet. The second baseman, number 5, Lavender Sandalbags. The center fielder, number 12, Ainsley Snakewhacker. The catcher, number 10, Trent Servin. The shortstop, number 19, Spank Camp. The third baseman, number 14, Bespoke Dunks. The first baseman, number 9, Aubrey Upjohn. And taking the mound, the starting pitcher for your Chicago Gindrinkers, number 51, Rolly Mullings. Hey, good evening to you all. This is Hubbub Bologne. You're listening to WMAQ. Hey, good evening to you all. This is Hubbub Bologne. You're listening to WMAQ, the home of Chicago baseball. The Chicago Gindrinkers take the field tonight in Rothstein Park. Pickles Dillhoffel starting things off for the visiting Brown Trousers, and that is going to be out number 1, flying out to Ainsley Snakewhacker in center field. The Gindrinkers find themselves in 9th place at the moment, 24-34. They're 11 games out of first place. However, they have had the number recently of the Philadelphia Brown Trousers. They are now 4-4 against them this season, as Murky Goodbar will walk. A name familiar to many Philadelphia Brown Trousers fans, and of course the team itself, is Rolly Mullings on the mound today, former Brown Trouser acquired in the expansion draft for the Gindrinkers. He is 6-7 this season, 4.81 his ERA, and he's going to give up a single to Greep Barlow, one of the stars of the league, one of the top players in the entire league this year. I believe he's had records. He leads the league in home runs at the moment. He's second in runs batted in. And stolen bases as well. That's a very Mike Truck-esque year. Here's Gauze Blacksmith. Gonna hit it right to Upjohn. To Sandbags to Mullings. A Fancy Dan to end the inning. Well, a Fancy Dan double play. Brought to you by Fancy Dan. Local products, put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. Joe Nelly gets things started for the Gindrinkers. A 375 average this season, 12 home runs for him. That is a broken bat to Dimwitty and an easy throw on the unfortunate broken bat. Attempt.
1-1 the count as he faces Molly McMullet. Zank Beaker-Spurgeon, rookie for the Brown Trousers, brought in this season from the Charleston Crows of the South Division of the Nursery League. He's had very good success, 3-2 his record, 6.24 his ERA. He's been a solid pitcher, making his 15th start of the season. Does give up a single to Molly McMullet. And that is going to be a 2-2 count. But McMullet is caught stealing. And here is Lavender Sandalbags. Pops that one up and behind. And that's going to be past the diving chunk. Dimwitty Sandalbags will be on first with 2 outs for Ainsley Snake Quacker. Snake Quacker, a familiar face to the Chicago fans, but he was a teetotaler last season, again, the expansion draft. He's going to ground it out to Rash Dealer. Throw is in time to Gauze Blacksmith. And the one runner is stranded. No score. We are through 1. And getting things started. 5th in the order is Chunk Dimwitty. Dimwitty has a 292 average. He's going to start things off by flying it out to Molly McMullet in left field, which paves the way now for Chunky Junkets. Well, that'll be an easy 1-2-3 inning for the Brown Trousers, for the Gindrinkers as well, forcing that as well. And we get things started with Trant Sovin. Who will start off by popping it up into left field. That is Murky Goodbar in left field. Usually plays first base. Well, because Blacksmith into the lineup. He has moved to left field. So here is Spank Camp. Spank Camp. Bakersfield Golden Sun. Brought in by the Gindrinkers. And he is going to walk to first. He'll be walked, so that will be a walk for him. Beaker-Spurgeon's first walk today. And this leaves us with Bespoke Dunks. Another Nursery League signing. Member of the Portland Racket. The recently crowned Western Division champions of the Nursery League, the Portland Racket. Congratulations to them. Bespoke Dunks will walk, so that'll be runners on first and second with 1 out. And here is Aubrey Upjohn, a Gindrinker original. Played 27 games this season. Number 28 has found his good spot at first base. He's going to pop it up to Goodbar. That will keep the runners at first and second. No one tagging up. And it's the pitcher, Raleigh Mullings, up next. Zank Beaker-Spurgeon again, 3-2 for the Brown Trousers. He's had a solid season as the third in the rotation. He's going to give up the opening run of the game, however. Mullings with an RBI single. He puts runners on the corners. That's the first run batted in for Raleigh Mullings this season. Only his 5th hit. And we're going to keep the train going. Joe Nelly will make it 2-0 with an RBI single of his own. And the Gindrinkers take a 2-0 lead over the second place Brown Trousers. That's RBI number 38 for Nelly. Molly McMullet is next.
No. Ball inside. Nope.
And McMullet will walk.
Off the plate.
This brings up Lavender Sandalbags. Has a single today already.
Nope, that's high.
Gindrinkers really batting around already. This is the 8th at bat for the Gindrinkers so far. 3-1 the count. And he's only going to hit a grand slammed home run to industry. Lavender Sandalbags, his 10th home run of the season, his 39th RBI, and it is 6-0 Gindrinkers. And boy, they seem to have the number of the brown trousers when they do battle on the baseball diamond. Well, Ainsley Snakewhacker takes a 3-1 count, hits that right to Rash Dealer, is able to field a throw to Blacksmith in time, but not before 6 runs go on the board. For the Chicago Gindrinkers. Well, Mullings back on the mound. Here for the top of the 3rd, facing Rash Dealer at the moment. Mullings has a hit to his name as well. And that's going to be right to Sandalbags, the glove. Underhanded, line out. 1 away for the Gindrinkers. Rash Dealer lining out. Here is the pitcher, Zank. Bigger Spurgeon will stay out there.
That's high. Strike 3.
It's going to be out number 2, a strikeout. Brings us back to the top of the order, and Pickles Dillhoffel blew out in his first at bat. That's going to take a weird hop right to Sandalbags. Fortunate hop. Throw to Upjohn is in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning yet again. Well, fortunately, for the Gindrinkers and Gindrinker fans that are listening to my voice on WMAQ, the brown trousers are having trouble getting anything together in this game. Starting things off here in the bottom of the 3rd is Trent Sovin, 0 for 1 today. Fouls off the first pitch. Second one is inside and high for ball 1. That is low for ball 2. 3-1 the count for Sovin. That one is right down the middle for strike 2. Doesn't make good contact. It goes right to Bigger Spurgeon. He has plenty of time to set himself and make the throw to Gauze Blacksmith. It is 1 out. Up next is Spank Camp. Walked in his first at bat back in the 2nd inning. 1-1 the count. That second pitch down the middle. That is inside. Forces him off the plate a bit. 2-1. Down the middle again for strike 2. Has not taken a swing yet.
Nope, that's high.
High for ball 3. Why would he take a swing? He's getting pitches pitched around him. Makes contact. It goes right to Dimwitty. Just trickles down the 3rd base line. And the throw is in time to Blacksmith for out number 2. Bespoke Dunks also walked back-to-back walks in the 2nd. That ultimately led to a series of runs being scored. Both of them scored by a single RBI. But it's going to be a single for Bespoke Dunks himself. He's going to be on with a single. That'll improve his average a bit. He's at 275 going into this game. And now we have Aubrey Upjohn. Upjohn grounded out in the... he was 0 for 1 today. Takes ball 1. That one goes right to Chunk Dimwitty. Gets up, makes a throw. and strands the runner, Bespoke Dunks, on first. And a 0 on the board is a welcome sight for the brown trousers defensively. Murky Goodbar, a 333 average this season. Leads off here in the top of the fourth. You're listening to WMAQ, the home of the Chicago Teetotalers and the Chicago Gindrinkers. This is the Chicago Gindrinkers right now on your radio station. My name is Hubbub Bologne. This is game number 59 of the 90-game season here in the Continental League for the year 1921. The Philadelphia Brown Trousers at 34-24, facing the mirror image Chicago Gindrinkers at 24-34. 10 games separate these two teams. And an opening walk, however, is nullified as Hubbub Bologne hits into a Fancy Dan double play. Well, 2 outs, that's uncharacteristic for Hubbub Bologne, but Rolly Mullings, well, he's facing his old team. He seems to know what they need to do. Adjusts his groin in full display in front of Gauze Blacksmith. And gets him to ground it out. That's going to be right to Sandlebags. He takes a couple hops to make the throw. Throws it to Upjohn. Another 1-2-3 inning. We've had 3 of those in a row. And the Gindrinkers hold on to their 6-run lead. Coming in for Bigger Spurgeon, whose day is over, will be Vip Cray Cray. To face the pitcher, Rolly Mullings. And that will be a strikeout of the pitcher, Mullings. But here comes Joe Nelly, top of the order, has an RBI single already to his name today. Swings at the first pitch, fouls off the second. That is low and in the dirt. Rectal scratch by Cray Craig. And in turn, that will be Nelly popping it high up into the air. Hubbub Bologne is there in center field to make the catch. 2 outs away. Here is Marley McMullet facing Vip Cray Cray. And McMullet will be on with a single. That will go right past a diving Gauze Blacksmith. And the second hit of the day for Marley McMullet. Cray Cray has a 2-7 average record, an 8.79 ERA, 37 strikeouts. Has not been the best performance for him this season. He's done better in seasons past, to be fair. His season last year in Philadelphia, he had a 4.76 ERA. But he does get Sandlebags out and strands the runner. Mullings back on the mound for the Gindrinkers here in the top of the 5th.
All inside.
3-0 count. Swings at pitch number 4. Bespoke Dunks is there to get Chunk Dimwitty out at first. The throw to Upjohn in plenty of time. And we head next to Chunky Junkets. First pitch. Down the middle for strike 1. Watches it go by. Swings at the second. A diving Aubrey Upjohn misses it. It is a fair ball. It goes all the way into the corner of the ballpark here in Rothstein Park. Rounding second and sliding in is Chunky Junkets. That is the first extra base hit today for the Brown Trousers. A 1-out double from the catcher, Chunky Junkets. Up next is Manuel Crump. 3-0 the count. And that is a 4-pitch walk of Crump. Runners are on first and second for Rash Dealer. Dealer, a fielding expertise. A 248 average, 1 home run to his name. He's going to hit right into a Fancy Dan double play. Sandlebags to Camp to Upjohn. A Fancy Dan to end the inning. Brought to you by Fancy Dan. Follicle products, put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. They have styling salves, gelatin-based treatments, the ever-popular crimping powder, and of course, the sculpting epoxy. Don't be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan. Ainsley Snakewhacker starts things off for the for the Gindrinkers, bottom of the 5th. Hits that one high up into the air, but ended up going foul. Hits the roof of the dugout. An 0-2 pitch, he grounds it right to Pickles Dillhaffel, throws to Gauze Blacksmith in time for out number 1. Trant Sovin 0 for 2 today, not a lot of success for him, despite a 314 average that he has this season. He's another player that the Philadelphia Brown Trousers know very well, the former catcher. 2 seasons in Philadelphia for Trant Sovin. And he is going to strike out swinging. For out number 2, and Vip Cray Cray has really calmed down this game. But as I say it, Spank Camp hits it all the way to the center of the ballpark, the farthest distance. Well, that is over 400 feet away, and he hits it to industry, a solo home run. Spank Camp, his 5th of the season, and the Gindrinkers make it 7-0 with bespoke dunks. An 0-1 pitch, he's going to hit that high up into the air, and it's into the glove of Murky Goodbar to end the inning. However, a home run from Spank Camp makes the game a 7-0 game. That home run by Spank Camp brought to you by Industry Brand Colognes, Perfumes and Fragrances. Does why smell like anything in this world, but you can smell like the clean, fresh, successful scent of industry. Found wherever smells are sold. Well, that was a first out recorded, a pop-up. I believe that was Cray Cray himself. Pickles Dillhaffel will get on with a single. We'll see if that is in fact recorded as an error to him. I think that would be a hit, actually. I think that was just difficulty. That was given difficulty to Lavender Saddlebags, couldn't hold on to it. However, Murky Goodbar is going to hit that square to Ainsley Snakewhacker, a ground ball into center field. Does put the runners on first and second, so Goodbar is on first for the 3rd time today, his first hit. And here is Greep Barlow, who is 1 for 2 today. Hit into a double play his last at-bat, a 389 average. With runners in scoring position, 489. He has 62 RBIs this season. He is 2nd in the entire Continental League in runs batted in.
Steve Wright.
Facing a 3-1 count from his former teammate Rolly Mullings. He's going to hit it high up into the air and off the wall. It actually delayed everybody from touching up, but 2 runs look like they are going to score. Yes, sliding in is Dillhaffel and Goodbar. Well, Goodbar was sliding in. It is a 2-run double. Greep Barlow has now tied Boov Haxons at 64 runs batted in. And mind you, the teetotaler Haxons has played 2 extra games. This is the 59th game. The teetotalers are already on their break. Gauze Blacksmith doesn't make good contact. Gets it right to Spank Camp. Gets the play at first to Aubrey Upjohn for the 2nd out. It does move Barlow to 3rd. And here is Chunk Dimwitty looking to keep this inning alive. A scoring drive. However, first pitch hits it right to Upjohn, who takes the jog to first base for out number 3. Dimwitty goes 0 for 3 today. Well, 2 runs are scored by the Brown Trousers, thanks to a 2-run double by Greep Barlow, who is making a real case to be league MVP this season. Vip Cray Cray stays on the mound for the Brown Trousers here in the bottom of the 6th to face Aubrey Upjohn, who has fouled it off twice. 1 and 2 the count. That's going to be a single right up the middle to Barlow. Upjohn gets his first hit of the game. And will Marling stay in this game, or will he be subbed out? No, he will stay in the game. 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Already shows bunt, looking to sacrifice to move. Yes, he does. In fact, that'll be to Blacksmith. Misses the tag, and he misses the throw, so it actually is a bunted single for Raleigh Marlings. Well, the brown trousers just miscommunicated on that one. And runners are now on first and second. No outs. Top of the order, it's Joe Nelly. Well, Vip Cray will not be happy with Gog Blacksmith for that. That was a low fielding IQ, if I must say. Here is Nelly. 3-1 the count. That is down the middle for a 3-2 count. And that is a walk. Nelly walks. Loading the bases for Molly McMullet. That is going to be right to Rash Dealer. He gets one. It's a fielder's choice. It does score a run though. So it gets Aubrey Upjohn to score. Raleigh Marlings is caught on the way to third. One out. McMullet is now on first. Nelly is on second. It is Lavender Sandalbags. He did hit a grand slam home run earlier this game. Not going to give him anything easy to hit now. 3-1 the count. That is right down the middle. He lets it go by. 3-2. Full count from Sandalbags. And he will walk, loading the bases yet again. This time for the 0 for 3. Ainsley Snake Quacker. Cray will take a seat on the bench. In comes Golda Hoshwinter.
Steve Wright.
A very up and down relief pitcher for the brown trousers. Started absolutely incredibly for them. Currently a 5-1 record, so has been very good. Will allow the run to score, but gets the out at first. It moves the runners to second and third. So Ainsley Snake Whacker gets his 50th run batted in this season. Congratulations to him. Trent Sovin, 0 for 3 today. Facing an 0-2 pitch now as he fouls it off. Fouls it off yet again for Golda Hoshwinter. A 4.32 ERA for Hoshwinter. Fouls it off yet again. 1-2 pitch. It's high up into the air. It is foul, so it will not be the third out just yet. 2-2 the count. That was outside. Smashes it, does Sovin. It has the height. Does it have the distance? It does to industry. Trent Sovin makes this game 11-2 in favor of the Gindrinkers. A 2-run home run. His 9th. 11-2. 12-2, excuse me. 12-2. What a game this has been. And while I was saying that, Spank Camp is on with a single. Here is Bespoke Dunks, 9th batter in this inning, the bottom of the 6th for the Chicago Gindrinkers. Well, what a game they are putting on display. They are assuring now with this result, and oh my gosh, could Dunks do it again? Oh, he's only done it again. To industry yet again, a 2-run home run. Bespoke Dunks, his 4th home run of the season. And will Aubrey Upjohn, yes, will continue to face Golda Hoshwinter. They still have Dick Doodlebick and, of course, Gravy Train in the bullpen. That is 2-0, a high ball 2. Pops it up, should be an easy catch. Looks like Rash Dealer is going to be there to get Upjohn out. 14-2. Do not adjust your radio dials. You have heard me correctly. 14-2, the Gindrinkers leading the brown trousers. A team they seem to have the number of this season. And what a display they are putting on. Chunky Junkets
Nope, that's
leads off here in the top of the 7th for the Brown Trousers. And he will strike out. So Raleigh Mullings continues to deal pitch after pitch. Only his second strikeout today, but only allowed 5 hits, 2 earned runs to his name. Those were only the last inning. Big swing, big hit for Manuel Crump. Could it go? It could. It is a solo home run to industry from Manuel Crump, his 6th of the season. And it gives the Brown Trousers their 3rd run of the game. It is 14-3. It is a small victory, but the journey of 1,000 miles, as they say. Rash Dealer, with 1 out, is 0 for 2 today. And what a diving catch to deny Rash Dealer. Well, Ding Low will come in as a pinch hitter, but he will pop it up to Spank Camp. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. In comes Dick Doodlebick, the 3rd reliever to make an appearance today. They sing
Nope, that's high.
Raleigh Mullings to start. 1-1 count gets him swinging. 1-2. Raleigh Mullings has 2 hits today. 2 for 3. Hits it right to Doodlebick. Throw in time to Blacksmith. 2 for 4 for a pitcher is pretty good, I would say. Bottom of the 7th, you're listening to WMAQ. My name is Hubbub Bologne, giving you action, calling you the action for the Chicago Gindrinkers, who are up 14-3 over the Philadelphia Brown Trousers. This ensures that the Pittsburgh Presbyterians, should this result hold, the Pittsburgh Presbyterians will go into the break in first place, having sole possession of that. This means that the best the Brown Trousers can do is, if they win tomorrow against the Gindrinkers, is tie the Grasshoppers of Baltimore, Washington in 2nd place. That'll be a 1-3 inning as McMullet grounds out to Dealer. Top of the 8th, Mullings back on the mound, going 7 strong innings. Starts by facing Pickles Dillhoffer at the top of the order. Pops it high up into the air. That should be an easy one for Joe Nelly in right field. A 1-0 pitch. And Nelly is there with the grab to deny Dillhoffer. There are these moments of brilliance and these moments of hope for the Chicago Gindrinkers franchise. The fans are patient, about as patient as someone supporting a team named the Gindrinkers could be. They don't expect success overnight. Baltimore, Washington, they see that, but they understand that is not normally how this sort of thing works. To build a team, they don't have the resources that the other teams who have been around for 2 years would enjoy. But it is a slow and arduous process. But it is one that the Gindrinkers are showing the good foundation to be built around. And perhaps some new signings, some dealings, and some smart strategic plays, as Greek Barlow is going to have his 2nd double of the game, his 3rd hit of the game. He is on with a 2-out double. And here is Gauze Blacksmith. Blacksmith has an amazing, he has a 500 batting average. I'm just going to tell you that right now. He has a 500 batting average. He is not leading the league because he has not had the prerequisite amount of games played, but he's had 18 hits from 36 at-bats going into today. That is now his 19th hit, and it is an RBI double, bringing home Barlow, making it 14-4. It will end the day for Raleigh Mullings. He will go 7 2/3 innings. In comes Rand Thrustmaster. Who pops it, gets Dimwitty to pop it high up into the air for out number 3. Sandbags, Snake Whacker, and Sovin are due up for the Gindrinkers in the bottom of the 8th.
Nope, that's high.
Dick Doodlebick remains on the mound. They do have Gravy Train should they choose to go to him. Doodlebick playing his 3rd season in Philadelphia. And he'll get Sandbags to ground out to Rash Dealer for out number 1. Dealer makes the throw to Blacksmith. Next is instantly Snake Whacker. He does an RBI today on that sacrifice. He's 0 for 4. He's going to hit it to Dealer, and he's going to outrun the throw from Dealer. A 1-out single for Trent Sovin as he takes the plate. On deck is Spank Camp. That's going to be right to Rash Dealer. Has to settle with the out at first, but he gets it. It moves Snake Whacker to second with 2 outs. Here is Spank Camp. Hits it high and hard. Does it have the distance or will it be caught? It goes the distance. Spank Camp does it a second time. A 2-run home run. He hits it to industry. 16 to 4. The Gindrinkers are lighting up the brown trousers. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, a 2-run home run for Spank Camp, his 2nd of the day. And with that, Bespoke Dunks will walk first. Here is Aubrey Upjohn. Goodness me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 home runs hit by the Gindrinkers today. Outstanding. Unbelievable. And Upjohn is going to hit it right to Dealer. Throw to Blacksmith in time. And that is the 3rd out. Well, the Gindrinkers are 3 outs away from a big statement of a victory against the 2nd place Philadelphia Brown Trousers. Good Junction will come into field at first base for Aubrey Upjohn. This will be a huge statement victory for the Gindrinkers. They will go 1 game adrift of the New Ohio Debonaires, I believe. Who have, don't have a result yet of that, but that is Chunky Junkets popping it up into foul territory. Trent Sovin, the catcher, with the plate. I believe Amalgamated Baseball Holdings and the New Ohio Debonaires are playing at the moment. Don't have a final score of that yet. But the Debonaires still have that 1 game to play. Of course, the right results can put the Gindrinkers in 8th place above the Debonaires. But a single from Manuel Crump. Well, he's going to go ahead and turn and go for 2nd. And a bit of indifference from Nelly allows him to take it. Doesn't seem need to throw it. But with 1 out, here is Rash Dealer, who is going to pop it up, calling everybody off his Thrustmaster. Makes the catch, 2 away. And with 2 outs, it's Wallace Gromit pinch hitting for Dick Doodlebick. Gromit's first at-bat. He has a 171 average this season, hasn't made many appearances. He's only playing in making his appearance in his 25th game this season for the Brown Trousers. He will walk. So we head to the top of the batting order. And it's Pickles Dillhoffel with runners on 1st and 2nd. His 3rd out seems to be a bit elusive for Thrustmaster. 1-1 the count. 2nd pitch was outside for ball 1. That was inside for ball 2. 3-1 the count. Thrustmaster having a bit of trouble closing out this game here. And it'll be a walk to load the bases. Dillhoffel on 1st. Here is Murky Goodbar. First pitch right down the middle, strike 1. 2nd pitch is low for ball 1. Inside, ball 2, Thrustmaster having a bit of control troubles at the moment.
See right.
That is right down the middle, doesn't take a swing at it, does good bar. Strike 2.
Nope. Inside.
Inside again, full count with the bases loaded. And that will walk in the 5th run for the Brown Trousers. It is now 16-5. Greep Barlow. Start to get a little bit, you start to get a little bit of pause here. Wonder what is going on right now. Well, Barlow pops it up. It will be a catch, but you feel there were opportunities to have done that a little bit sooner. But the game is over, and we shouldn't really complain as fans of the Chicago Gindrinkers, because it is a victory for the Gindrinkers. A second straight win for them. The final score, the Philadelphia Brown Trousers, 5 runs off 9 hits. The Chicago Gindrinkers, 16 runs from 15 hits. The box score will be found in your afternoon newspapers. The win goes to Raleigh Marlings, who improves his record to 7-7 for the Gindrinkers. The loss goes to Zank Biga-Spurgeon, 3-3 for him. And the finest daddies of the day, brought to you by the Honeywheat Tobacco Company, humbly request, who bring you fresh hand-rolled cigarettes grown in the fabled tobacco roads of the Carolinas. Anytime is a good time for a Honeywheat cigarette. Third finest dandy, Bespoke Dunks of the Chicago Gindrinkers, going 2 for 3 with a 2-run home run. Lavender Sandobags is the second finest dandy of the day with a grand slam home run, going 2 for 4. And your finest dandy of the day, getting a complimentary carton of Honeywheat cigarettes, is Spank Camp, with his 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and going 3 for 4 today. He is your finest dandy of the day, brought to you by the Honeywheat Tobacco Company, who humbly request that you smoke wheat every day. Well, what a day it has been. What a game it has been for the Chicago Gindrinkers. They take a 16-5 victory over the Philadelphia Brown Trousers. They do have a game tomorrow that needs to be made up due to stadium scheduling conflicts. It was supposed to happen on the 17th. Unfortunately, it could not happen. Intending to be a doubleheader at the park. It could not happen, unfortunately. But the following game after that, following the break, the Gindrinkers will be back at Rothstein Park tomorrow for an early game against the Brown Trousers, before having a couple days off to sort out their rosters, rest up some players, and then they head to Pittsburgh on the 23rd for a 3-game series with the Pittsburgh Presbyterians. That will do it for our broadcast. We thank you all for listening. My name is Hubbub Bologne. This is WMAQ. Your regular programming will continue after this. But until next time, may the rest of your day be easy and the rest of your drinks be hard.